In 10th place comes In Tokyo Majin. The story follows 5 students along with our main character Tatsuma, who recently transferred to Magami Academy. His profound skills in martial arts quickly earn him the friendship of class delinquent, and through some more coincidences, he also meets few more students. During that time, there was a sudden disruption in the Dragon Vein, the flow of arcane energy, giving them supernatural abilities and power to fight demons. The first episode was extremely intense and exciting to watch. On the other hand, it will leave you completely bewildered and wondering what is going on. For the first couple episodes of Tokyo Majin, not much was explained about the current plot, and it felt unnecessarily confusing. It's only until episode 7 that a lot of the main questions were answered, which makes the show a lot less confusing. In 9th place is Tenjo Tenge. The story is about 2 delinquent boys, Soichiro and Bob, who enter a school hoping to take it over, much like the previous schools they conquered, but soon they realize this school is much different from the previous ones. Rather than concentrating on classic subjects like math and science, this academy was created for the sole purpose of reviving the martial arts in Japan. Soon they realizes that many strong fighters attend the school, not to mention they are on another level. In 8th place is Quality Code. After an attack by a species known as Unknowns, humanity is able to organize itself and create a stronghold which is under constant attack by these unknowns. This time, however, they've gained a power known as World, which allows them to combat these unknown. Thanks to these powers, they actually make light work of their attackers. World is a manifestation of the dreams of the individual when they were put in a cryptic sleep after the unknown invasion. 6 of the most powerful children are given command of the reclaimed cities, using their powers to defend the strongholds against the continuing invasion, and our main character is one of them. In 7th place is Star Driver. The series begins with Wako and Shindo as the pair take a moonlit stroll along a beach on the fictional Southern Cross Island. Along the way, Wako detects the scent of someone she doesn't know, and following the trail, she and Sugata find a young man who has been washed ashore. He is Takoto, and his arrival on the island will awaken his destiny. The world of Star Driver has Saibuddies, stone giants which can transform into massive fighting humanoids, but only in a realm known as Zero Time. Glittering Crux is an organization which hopes to use Saibuddies everywhere by breaking the seal in the Cross Isle. Our main character is a person who has the ability to use Saibuddies in 0 times, and we see his battle to prevent the Glittering Crux. In 6th place is Blade Dance of the Elementalers. The story of Blade Dance is set in a fantasy world where there are spirits which only women or girls are able to make contracts with. They use the power of these spirits and use them as different weapons of different varieties and uses. Finding a male elementaler is next to impossible, however our main character is a special case. He is a male elementaler who is very powerful, and he is invited to enroll in an academy that teaches how to use the spirits. However, soon he finds out that it is a school for nobles and moreover only girls. From here on, he is forced to take part in the upcoming tournament in exchange for some information and trains to be the best. In 5th place is the Asterisk War. The story is set in a futuristic fantasy world where a new species of humans are born with phenomenal physical capabilities known as the Janus Tella. Its elite are handpicked across the globe to attend the top 6 schools, and they duel amongst themselves in entertainment battles called festas. Our main character Ayato is a scholarship transfer student at the prestigious Seidukan Academy, which has recently been suffering from declining performances. He does have his own reasons for transferring there. Later, he meets many new people and reveals that he has no interest in festas. Instead, he has enrolled in the academy to investigate the whereabouts of his missing elder sister. In 4th place is Noblesse. Noblesse is an anime that I believe many people had high hopes for, but sadly it wasn't as good as we expected. It is adapted from the manhwa of the same name. The story follows Rai, an unimaginably beautiful, dignified, and noble man. He awakens from his long slumber one day from a white coffin to realize many years have passed, and he is in a future world. The story of Noblesse was pretty good in my opinion, however if only the adaptation was as good as that, it would have been way more enjoyable, but still, it's quite enjoyable and fun to watch. In third place is Tokyo Ravens. The story of this anime is mixed with various past histories. It's more like they took inspirations from them and combined them with magic and turned it into something awesome. During the first few episodes of this anime, I felt a little bit bored, but to my surprise the story gets better and better. Things begin to get interesting every episode, and a plot twist at the end left me jaw open. Honestly, this is something you have to watch with patience, or else you will just leave it. Besides the action and magic, this anime also has some good comedy and romance. In second place is Spirit Chronicles. The story follows our main character in a fantasy world who suddenly gets the memories of a person from Earth who died from a train accident. Moreover, our main character is a poor kid who lives in the slum with nothing to eat and wear. One day he helps rescuing the princess of that nation from being kidnapped and gets into the Royal Academy as a scholarship student. Being a poor orphan in a school of nobles turns out to be an extremely detestable place to be. Soon we see his extraordinary powers and combat abilities. It's a pretty good fantasy show, however it would have been way better if some of the characters had more depth. In first place is World Trigger. World Trigger is set in a post-apocalyptic world where strange creatures known as neighbors suddenly attacked Earth. To battle these monsters, an organization called the Border Defense Agency has been established to combat these neighbor menace through special weapons called triggers. Triggers allows the user to channel an internal energy called Trion and use it as a weapon or for other purposes. By activating a trigger, the body of users is replaced by a battle body made of Trion which is stronger and more resistant. The story follows Kuga, who transfers to 3rd Mikado City Middle School where he meets another boy who is a border agent. However, it turns out that Kuga is actually a humanoid neighbor,